Well, make sure you are driving safely when you're headed to the slopes this winter.
Sakura Gray is learning all about snow chains this morning. Hey, Sakura.
That's right, guys. Y'all know I'm from Texas, so I'm new to this whole snow thing.
Yes.
So what do I have here? I've got some chains. And of course, this is not a purse, this is not an accessory. This is what you're gonna be sticking on your tires when you're headed to the snow. Okay, Doug, I've got a tangled mess right here. What is going on?
Right, so this is how the chains come out of the bag when you get them. But what you want to do is you want to take them apart, hang them up, unstretch them out, and make them look like a basketball hoop, just like you're going to play for the Kings with the urn or something
There
like
we
that.
go. I'll do a Malik Monk dunk into there.
That's right. So once you get the chains untangled like that, you want to lay them down on the ground, like we're doing here. Always put the yellow end towards the front, back of the tire, facing towards the front of the car. Go ahead and unhook it. Now you leave your left hand down, the one that's not yellow. Take the yellow piece and just slide it behind the tire.
This is the part I was confused about, the mechanics of getting it around the tire when they're attached to a car.
Yeah, so once you get it pushed through, bring it through, make it look as even on each side as you can. Pull it up to the back, connect the two pieces there together, and lay them on top of the tire. Now as you come around the other side, we got a red hook and a yellow chain. You want to hook it in the first loop first to make sure you don't do it too tight and not get the chain tight. Once you have those together, go ahead and push it back over the back of the tire. And you're going to make sure these center links right here are in the center of the tire.
Okay.
Right here, these little lines right here, make sure they're in the center. That way you can know the tires and the chain is actually level with the tire right where it's supposed to be. Next piece you're going to do, they're all color coordinated. You're going to take the red chain, which is what tightens it, push it through the looped red piece there and pull it tight. Now you have two little rings here to pull it through to make it tight. Sometimes that happens. You got to just start back over and pull it tight. Put it through the first link. And if it's tight enough, you can actually go from that point and make it tight. But this one's not going to be tight enough. We're going to have to go through the second loop as well to make it tight. Push it through the next loop. Pull it up. Now this is where you got to get a little tight. Pull a little muscle into it. Pull it, make sure.
Put your back into it. There we go.
Now that it's tight, you're good to go. Now you want to grab the chain, make sure it's tight, pull it a little bit, make sure it's good. Now the next most important step that most people forget to do is drive about another 10 feet, 12 feet, get out, stop, because once you move, this chain is going to loosen up a little bit because it's not exactly tight because it is sitting on the ground. So you want to pull about 10 feet forward, get out, recheck it, see if it's loose. Maybe just give it a little bit more of a snug, pull it to another link over, make sure it's tight. Then you're on your way road. The most important thing too.
So at chain control, I stop, put the chains on, then I drive a little bit further, hop out of my car again, and then check them.
That's correct.
Okay.
Make sure they're tight.
So we're doing a double check.
We're doing a double check. Always the discount double check. Make sure it's good to go. Most important thing is never go over 20 miles an hour once you got a set of chains on.
Okay.
That is the speed limit you want to do. If you go a little faster than that, you can always lose control because it is still slippery. It is a traction device, but you are driving in conditions that are unsafe, so you need to have these chains on to make sure it's tight.
Got it. All right, Scott, you got any final pointers for us? Anything that you think is, I don't know, necessary to know before I head on my merry way?
Yeah, whenever you need, the instructions are right here. There's 6 steps. This is the waterproof instruction guide. You could always kneel on them. Just make sure you're nice and dry if you can, and then bring gloves to keep your fingers warm. And
because the thing we didn't factor in here are the elements are going to be coming at you. It's going to be snowing. So we're keeping our knees dry here, using the instructions, but also using them for a functional purpose as well. All right, guys, if you see me on the slopes, it means I was successful. Or Dad, I know you're tuning in right now because I told you to, because it's either me doing it or it's you doing it. And I really hope it's you. But hey, I learned a thing or two. Hopefully you guys at home did as well.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. And thank you for reminding me why I always pay the person to put the chains on my car. It's very hard.